Share the live, share the live. We in the building. New Year's Eve edition. We appreciate everybody tapping in with us faithfully. Share the live. Make sure y'all share the live. Get everybody in the building. We normally go live on Sundays, but we're going to do it tonight. It's New Year's Eve. What a better time to go over this past weekend games. And it's a lot of big action coming up this week. My co-host is running late per usual, but the show must go on. Man, what a holiday weekend, eventful filled weekend, a lot of great action. Starting off with the Cardinal O'Hara Holiday Tournament was a great event. Sunday they had a lot of great matchups. Monday they had a lot of great matchups. Carroll over Conestoga. Carroll rolled big over Conestoga, led by Villanova commit Alexis Eberts, who scored 18 points almost effortlessly. She is my preseason favorite to win the PCL Player of the Year. Alexis Eberts, 18, followed up by her younger sibling, Kayla Eberts, super sophomore. In my opinion, and a lot of people's opinion, most people's opinion, the number one 2028 player in the PA area. Kayla Eberts had 16 points. Upper Dublin rolled big over Villa Maria, led by Tamia Clark, 18 points. Just the day after she scored her 1,000th point. So shout out to Tamia Clark again for scoring her 1,000th point. She followed up that performance with 18 points against Villa Maria, tailed by Coleman. LaSalle commit scoring 9 points. Game of the night, O'Hara versus Notre Dame. Let me say this before I really get into this. Look, it's real early. No PCL games have been played yet, but I'm going to be clear, man. I got a real good feeling that the girls' PCL championship is going to be a Comets event. I believe it'll be Archbishop Carroll versus Cardinal O'Hara. I don't see any other matchup. I believe those two teams are the best two teams in the PCL. It's a lot of good talent in the PCL with Lansdale Catholic, Archbishop Wood, obviously, with Mike McDonald over there, Goretti, last year's champion. But I don't see it no other way than the Comets family reunion, O'Hara versus Carroll for the PCL championship. O'Hara was very impressive this weekend. They had a monster win over Notre Dame, who's led by the #1 lacrosse player in the country, and Riley Davis. She's just one of the best players in our area, but she is the #1 player in the entire country in lacrosse. She's a great basketball player as well. But let's make no mistake about this. The player of the game was Bridgetine Donahue, 2027 point guard. She hit countless threes in big-time moments in that game, man. Bridgetine Donahue is a player that a lot of people need to tap into. We have a very loaded 2027 class in this area, led by Ryan Carter, Jordan Palmer, Taylor Brown, Giselle Banks out of Delaware, Jesse Moses, Zaya Small, Riley Davis. It's a lot of 2027 kids, Tamia Clark, in this area. But Bridgetine Donahue is the goods. If you haven't seen her play yet, check out Cardinal O'Hara. She will not let you down. She is a player to watch. She came up big against Notre Dame, 15 points. One of my favorite players to watch. Also tell by the coach's daughter, Katie Dugan, super sophomore, hit 3 threes. Dugan hit 3 threes in back-to-back games. The night before they played Notre Dame, she hit 3 threes as well. Dugan is a sharpshooter. Sister is a standout at Richmond, one of the best players in the country, and mom was a player as well. Cardinal O'Hara and Carroll, y'all heard it here. I'm not going to repeat this several times after this show because I don't want to jinx it, but it will be a Carroll O'Hara championship. I truly believe that. Also at the Jameer Nelson Classic, a lot of good games Tuesday. Episcopal rolled big over St. Elizabeth's, led by 6'8" Timmy Dennis, who had 14 points. Gage Cunningham, 12 points, and Brown led the team in scoring with 17 points. Penn Charter rolled big over St. George's, led by K.C. Flemings, uncommitted 2026 scoring guard. K.C. Flemings, again, if you are a college coach and you're looking for a scoring guard that can shoot the leather off the ball, K.C. Flemings is your guy. He's straight up torch St. George's. We got to keep it a bean. We can't hold no punches. Shout out to Delaware. It just wasn't enough. K.C. Flemings put on the show, 25 points. And then a super sophomore, one of the best players in that class in the entire nation, Carter Smith, 20 points. Man, how good is Carter Smith? He's developing an outside jump shot, a consistent outside jump shot. He also been getting downhill good, handle the ball well. He's taking on the leader role very well. In just the sophomore season, Brandon Williams leaned on heavy in leadership because I watched the notice of that moments in that game with Carter, I guess he made a dumb foul or whatever, and Brandon, got at him a little bit, and Carter put on after that. Carter Smith, 20 points, K.C. Flemings, 25. They rolled big over St. George's. Game of the night, in my opinion, Haverford versus Central Dauphin. Haverford comes back. Central Dauphin had the lead early. However, Haverford prevailed, man. Bernie Rogers just finds a way to win. Teams cannot figure out that matchup zone. It is what it is. He gets the most out of his guys, man. They run his stuff offensively. Not only offensively are they good, but his defense, man, the way he switched from a straight man-to-man to the matchup zone, teams can't figure it out. And it's going to be very interesting in that Interact League who wins that title this year. Obviously, to be Haverford is my favorite, but you got the Penn Charters and the Malverns, and even the Episcopals who's going to put up a fighting chance against those teams who will win. But, man, Bernie Rogers wins again. Shakur Sterling was amazing as well. But to start the show, once again, Silas Graham, 28 big points. When you're watching the game, you don't know how much he impacts the game. And then you look at the book, he got 10-plus rebounds. He got 5-6 assists. And then you look up, you think he got 12, and he got 28, 30 points. Silas Graham has been the most consistent player this season, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinion as well. But 28 points again for Silas. Silas is one of them players where he just win games, man. It's nothing that wow you to the point where it's but when he get out there, you see he scores, he passes, he rebounds, he plays defense, he guard the ball. He just plays the right way. And he is my player of the year so far. It's very early, but he is leading the way for me. Colton Hilliard is a close second right now. Colton Hilliard actually can take that if they continue to win. They got a very, very tough schedule. He's been playing well. Every time I look up, Colton Hiller is 30 plus. He has 30 plus. Every time I look up, Colton Hilliard putting up 30 plus. So I think Colton Hilliard can come in and still the player of the year. But right now, Silas Graham is your guy. Another big scoring night for Silas Graham. And then, did I not say Haverford Central Dolphins was the game of the night? Let me take that back. The game of the night was Abington Chester. And I'm going to tell you why. The Chester faithful shows up. And they've been showing up for years since I played a long, long time ago. When you play Chester at Chester or in that Chester area, their fans are so supportive, man. They pack the gym as if they're one of the best teams in the country, man. And they came out at Widener, it's just down the street from Chester High. And, man, Xander Grasty put on a show. The 2027 point guard that I've been ranting and raving about all fall. Hold on, let me get these glasses. I got to get these silly glasses off. I can't even see my screen. Hold on. All right, we back. Xander Grasty has been putting on the show all fall, and it continued at the Jameer Nelson Classic. He had a tournament high, 33 points. I'm very high on Xander. I'm thinking about our 2027 area, and I just don't know if it's 2 or 3 guards that's better than him in this area in the 2027 class at the point guard position. I mean, he scores the ball. That's understood without being said. He have a lot of big scoring nights, but the way he played the game, he just plays the game the right way, man. He make all the right reads. He gets downhill. He breaks the defense down, and he makes the right decision almost every time. And, the game against Chester was just one of those nights where he had to score the ball for his team to win, and he picked up an overtime win, man. 33 big points from the 2027 point guard, Xander Grasty. And as a team, they may be a year away from just running through the Suburban One, but they'll be competitive this season. And with a player like Xander, man, he's going to give you a chance to win every night, man. He's very exciting to watch. He plays over the rim. He's just a dog, man. I'm a huge fan of Xander Grasty, and I believe he is the best point guard in the Suburban One League. And I also believe he has an argument as one of the best point guards in this Philadelphia area. I mean, in the comments, you let me know if, how many point guards in the Philadelphia area do you have over Xander Grasty? Where do you guys put him? I mean, if you haven't seen him play, his highlights on my page, or you can check out Abington's schedule on Max Preps or their Instagram. I believe it's Abington Hoops or something like that. But if you haven't seen Xander Grasty, man, check out for him. He's been flying under the radar, and I believe this is the breakout season where he will put everybody on notice. And this spring, the stage he'll be playing on in the spring, I'm sure he'll announce that later on. It's early, but the AAU stage that he'll play on this spring, man, he's going to really be able to showcase his talent in front of some of the best players in the country, man. And I'm happy for that kid. And last night showed why he is considered as one of the best 2027s. 33 big points. I'm going to say on the road, not a neutral site, because when you play Chester at Widener, that is a home game for Chester. Make no mistake about that. So Xander Grasty, shout out to you. You had the performance of the tournament for me. No doubt about that at the Jameer Nelson Classic. And it was a lot of games this weekend. Moving forward, Roman Catholic picks up a road win over a DC team. Thank you, Roman. Thank you. We need our ball back from the DMV area. They've been punching all up on this, man. And Roman looked real good, man. I believe they're getting it together. Again, it's a new unit, first-year head coach, man. But Roman is going to be a team where you do not want to see them in end of January, come February, man, because they're going to be something to deal with. And again, like we always say, they will have 2 of the best 3 players on the floor, if not the best 2, every single night in the PCL, man. They're that good. They have a Roman Catholic legend as coach. Played Big East basketball at Pittsburgh on a high level, played in the NBA on several teams, several high-level teams, played with Hall of Fame guards as well. So Brad Wanamaker knows the game. He's very knowledgeable of the game, and he has Sammy Jackson, R.J. Smith, and a few other guys that can get the job done. And if they just continue stacking the days, getting 1% better every day, I don't see why they can't win the PCL. I got to keep it a bean. They will have a shot if they continue to build. If they get comfortable, you know how I get when you get comfortable, you bite the cheese. and you can go home early. But I don't see that for Roman Catholic. I see Roman Catholic rolling. I'm going to be honest, and they're only going to continue to get better. PW, go out San Diego, wins the tournament out there on the West Coast. Shout out to PW. Shout out to PW, man. PW goes on the West Coast, come back with a championship. Mani Sajid, a.k.a. the Island God, MVP of that tournament. No surprise to me. I don't know if you guys were surprised, but I'm never surprised when Mani Sajid goes somewhere and stand out. He's that good. He is a player. He is one of the best scorers, let alone players in this area. They go out the West Coast, win the championship. So shout out to PW for bouncing back off that West Catholic loss, disappointing loss after being up almost 20 at the crib loss. They bounce back, go to San Diego, come back with a championship. A big game. Judge, I can't – hold on. Shout out to Father Judge. Shout out to Father Judge. They received the 50-piece nugget earlier this season from Paul VI, but let's make no mistake about this. They returned the favor. Shout out to Father Judge. They returned the favor against Myrtle Beach. They smacked them. Complete smacked them. They handed out one of these to Myrtle Beach, 76-29. Judge rolls with a 47-point win. So shout out to Chris and the guys for getting their lick back. Man, well overdue. Big time wins for Judge this weekend, man. But 47 points, that's a lot. I don't even care who you play, to be honest. When you win by 47, that is a lot of points. And Judge's schedule has been one of the toughest in the Philadelphia area all December. And as Chris planned that, he planned a tough schedule for his guys, and they played a lot of those games without Morton Rivera. So Judge will continue to stack. Yeah, but shout out to them for a 47-point win against Myrtle Beach. Big game this weekend, Saturday, Upper Dublin versus Cheltenham. That is a huge, huge suburban one matchup. Upper Dublin travels to a tough Cheltenham, and Cheltenham are licking their chops. Make no mistake about this. Cheltenham is very aware of Coach Brooks. Cheltenham is very aware of Kobe Bazemore. Cheltenham is very aware of Justin Ragsdale. Cheltenham is very aware of Horace Jackson. But let me tell you, they don't care. They do not care. They are expecting to come in there Saturday in their home gym and get a W against the defending SOL and 5A Suburban 1 champions. It's going to be a game you don't want to miss. It's Saturday, Upper Dublin versus Cheltenham. I'm going to be honest. If I had to pick a winner in that matchup, I don't know if I can, man, because Upper Dublin is just so well coached, man. I'm going to be honest. When I looked at their schedule, like I told y'all last week, having them at 10-1 at this point, I did not have that. I believe Brooks did not have that. I believe Brooks scheduled a tough schedule, whereas though they would take some bumps and bruises. But to be honest, the only game they lost was against Wissahickon, who's a formidable opponent in their league. But make no mistake about this, that's a rivalry game. So whether Upper Dublin won 10 championships straight, and Wissahickon didn't win one in the last 100 years, when those two play, the records go out the window. Wissahickon goes to Upper Dublin, knocks them off. But this weekend, Cheltenham and Upper Dublin will be a movie. I will have eyes on that game. It's a very, very close game to call. But if I had to call it, I'm going Upper Dublin in the close one. Upper Dublin in the close one Saturday. But I won't be shocked. I will not be shocked none if Cheltenham win that game. That's a big spot for Cheltenham. They're in the proving ground stages. They believe they can compete. They started the season off at Imhotep. They fought with them tough through 3 quarters. It never got out of hand like many people throw it. And I believe this is a tough Suburban 1 test for Upper Cheltenham this weekend against Upper Dublin. So I'll be interested to see how that turned out. PCL opening weekend. Let's pull this schedule up, everybody. Let's get this. Pull this schedule up. PCL opening night this weekend. Friday and Sunday, I believe. Let's go here. Boom. Let me see. Boom. Here we go. Here's the schedule for Friday night. Friday night is opening weekend for the PCL. I'm going to give y'all the winners. So this is recorded. I'm gonna give y'all winners, and if you call in and guess all the winners, we got $50 for you. If you can call in and guess all the winners for this weekend, get the whole slate right, you get $50. I'm gonna give y'all my winners and losers of this weekend, and let me put my disclaimer in now, because a lot of people say, well, when I get to pick wrong, well, you hope we lose and you root for us to lose. No. When I give my predictions, I'm not hoping that team win. I'm never hoping that team win. I'm giving a prediction of who I think will win the game, not who I'm hoping and cheering for. I'm not cheering for neither team to win. I'm giving my prediction of who I think will win the game. And let's make no mistake about this. I am not perfect. I don't try to appear as perfect. I never say I'm perfect, so I do get things wrong just like every other human being, but I'll be on point with my picks. And I think that's where people be like, he picked against us. Yeah, you're back against the wall when I pick against you because I'm rarely wrong. We need to do a segment rarely wrong. So we got opening weekend for the PCL this weekend, and it kicks off with West Catholic going to LaSalle College. Now, this is a tough one. I like what LaSalle is doing over there. I like what he's building over there. But I also like what Flame doing over at West Catholic, man. I believe he inherited a tough, gritty group of guys, added a few of his guys on the staff and added his 1-2 to what they got going on over there, man. And that's a tough one to call. But if I had to pick this game, I'm going to take West Catholic. Because I believe defense travels, and I believe no matter how West Catholic play on offense, they're going to come, they're going to guard the basketball, they're going to rebound, they're going to leave it all out there, and they're definitely going to bring their toughness off the bus. They're not leaving the toughness as well. I believe they go into LaSalle and snatch a close one from LaSalle on opening night. But again, these is one of those games where I won't be surprised if LaSalle win the game, but I'm taking West Catholic. I believe West Catholic will have the best player on the floor. Florida Gulf Coast commit Kingston Wheatley. I believe he will do damage on the glass. I believe he will score inside. And I believe his scoring on the inside will open up shots for Farlow, for Xavier Fournier, and those guys, Nair Farlow, and those guys to hit shots. I believe Kingston Wheatley get it going early, and that gives opportunities for West Catholic to get open looks, and I believe they'll knock it down. I got West Catholic in a close one against LaSalle. Game 2. Cardinal O'Hara versus Devin Prep. I don't even know how to put this one, but I wouldn't be rare if I don't keep it real. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to Coach Fisher, man. But it don't matter who win that game, to be honest. I mean, I pick a winner. I'm going O'Hara on the road. O'Hara goes into Devin Prep. I believe Ryan is building over at Cardinal O'Hara. I believe Devin Prep lost a whole lot. They lost a lot of seniors. I believe 5+ seniors over there. They're coming off, I believe, back-to-back state championships. I could be wrong, but I believe Devin Prep is coming off back-to-back state championships. You on air with Rare? Yeah. So I'm going with y'all. The caller called in. Are we on? Yes, we on air. If I had to pick in that Cardinal O'Hara, Devin Prep, I'm going with Cardinal O'Hara over Devin Prep. Devin Prep is in reset mode. Cardinal O'Hara is trying to build something over there. And honestly, Cardinal O'Hara started off their season last year really, really good, and then it went like not like this, but like this. So I'm expecting Cardinal O'Hara to go into Devin Prep and snatch an early PCL win. Now, this next game is very intriguing. Conwell Egan versus St. Joe's Prep. This is very intriguing, and my pick might surprise a few people. Call in. If y'all ain't hearing y'all PCL fans, call in 215-301-4785. Who do y'all got, Conwell Egan or St. Joe's Prep, and why? I'm going to be honest here. I was on a St. Joe's Prep bandwagon all last season. It was a hell of a ride. Pause, man. They finished first in the regular season. Made it to the Palestra, man. Came up short, but I got to keep it a bean. This not last year. When you lose guys like Jordan Ellaby, who was my favorite player to watch, when you lose guys like Jeremy Key, when you lose guys like Olin Chamberlain, you lose, and you lose a lot. No matter, you do got the Julian McKee twins, and Julian McKee will be the best player in the Catholic League. His upperclassman year, definitely his senior year, I believe he will take the throne as the best player. He is one of the best right now, but I believe in his senior year, he will be the best player in the Catholic League. But let's make no mistake about this. It's not a senior year. He's going to put up big numbers. Shout out to Chris Clark. They had a big win over Tantnall and the number 6 player in the country, Mason Collins, who played well. They got a win over Tantnall, but Conwell Egan is trying to prove that they belong, and they are looking to prove that they belong. You know, I'm very intrigued about Conwell Egan's roster, man, and the point guard, Matty Ice, man. Matty Tolliver, man, is one of those point guards where a lot of people don't talk about this kid, 2027 point guard, but that kid can play, man. And I believe this year in the PCL, he will put on. Miles Moore, again, another one of the best scorers in the PCL. I believe this is the year he shows everybody that he belongs on the big stage. He belongs being talked about. 6'4" scorer, can score from all 3 levels. So I'm very interested to see what Egan does at St. Joe's Prep. It will be a very close one, but I'm taking Egan. So we had 3 games right now. Opening night, I got 3 road teams winning. I got West Catholic over LaSalle, Cardinal O'Hara over Devon Prep, and I got Egan over St. Joe's Prep. I know it sounds crazy. I don't even know when the last time Conwell Egan beat St. Joe's Prep. I know it sounds crazy, but I got Egan. I got Egan over St. Joe's Prep Friday. It is what it is. It is what it is. I got Egan. It sounds crazy. I know it sounds. You on air with Rare? What's going on, good brother? You got to turn your TV down a little bit. Y'all hear what's going on, good brother? Yeah. Talk to me.
However, it's this kid on West Catholic. He got 2 last names, super tough. You got to look into it.
Okay.
He got 2 last names. Something.
Transfer kid. Let me get his full name for you. Go. I'm listening. Yeah, Fournier. Xavier Fonray.
And they had Buddy and the boy Jack on them, but it wasn't enough. Early on, it was getting Stills, Buddy, and Jack. But once they figured them out and started playing, oh yeah, they couldn't do nothing. I'm talking about nothing. And Kingston, I like Kingston too, but he's trying to play far too much. But they got the guard play to beat anybody in a Catholic league on any given night, whether they road or on home. I like them this year.
I agree.
Now, I like Devon Prep home.
You like Devon Prep over O'Hara this week?
Just for the experience. Even though they lost guys, I'm going with the coaching experience. I'm going with Devon Prep.
I ain't mad at that.
I'm going with Judge.
Archbishop Wood. You got Judge winning?
I got Judge at home. Judge at home, right?
Yep, Judge at home.
I got him breaking in a home 1-0.
Oh, we're gonna go down the list. I'm gonna keep a tally of your picks. We're going to go straight down the list. You got West Catholic versus LaSalle.
Yeah.
Cardinal O'Hara, Devon Prep. You got Devon Prep.
I got Devon Prep.
Egan versus St. Joe's Prep.
I got St. Joe's Prep at home.
Carroll versus Roman.
I got Roman.
Archbishop Ryan versus Goretti.
I got Goretti.
Archbishop Wood by over Judge. You got Judge.
Yeah, I got Judge.
Lansdale Catholic over Bonner.
I love Bonner.
Then you got Devon Prep versus Goretti.
Love Goretti.
Judge versus Lansdale Catholic.
I like Judge.
Roman at West Catholic.
I'm going with West Catholic at home.
Yeah, West Catholic at the crib.
I'm going West Catholic, bro. I'm going West Catholic.
West Catholic get an early upset.
Listen, let me say something to you. When you see, I don't know if you lay eyes on them yet, like personally.
Yeah.
This year, once you see how scrappy he is, you're gonna say, okay, with them two guards, the way that boy Flancheroy shoot,
yeah,
and the way that other guard control the tempo, he's not scared. They're gonna be a force to reckon with, and they bring the other guard from Grass off the bench.
Yeah, Rocky Johnson.
Yeah, listen, and they ain't had a best player the class. It was Eric Scott.
Yeah, Eric Scott, yeah.
And they force. When you see it, you're gonna remember this conversation and say, okay, because that's the saying. We got to get this segment called rarely wrong, because you rarely wrong what you say in high school.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
So so West Catholic is a sleeper team this season. They're gonna get some big wins because you saying the first weekend they're gonna get an upset win over Roman.
No, what I'm saying to you is this, and I'm gonna say something to you like you just said. If they don't win rare, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be real close. It ain't gonna be no blowout.
I ain't mad at that. I like West Catholic
because they was down big against White Marsh in 4.
Yep, yeah,
Some
they
was leaving, but they fought.
Yeah, I believe they started the fourth quarter down 14 or 13 or something.
Down adversity, I've seen them at their best. Like when they down, they ain't panic. And that's what I like. That's why I like them against Roman. If they don't win, it's gonna be real close, bro.
All right, appreciate you for tapping in, my guy.
All right, thank you.
Peace. So we got a supporter tapping in who's at a lot of games. I see him all over the place. We actually met in the field, like at games. He's at a lot of stuff. He got West Catholic with a big upset win against Roman Sunday. I didn't get there yet, but we got a caller who said West Catholic will upset Roman. Call in 215-301-4785. Give your take on these games. If you guess all the games right, you get a $50 donation from the Rare Footage brand. So I got West Catholic over LaSalle, Cardinal O'Hara over Devon Prep. I got Egan over St. Joe's Prep. Archbishop Carroll versus Roman. I got Roman winning that game. I think it will be close early. I like Carroll's first 5 to compete with anybody's first 5 in the Catholic League, but I think after that it gets kind of tough. And I just believe Roman will have the best 2 players on the floor. But this is a coach. I don't know. I don't know if he want to be on air with Rare. I'm not going to answer. Hey, coach, if you want to be on air with Rare, just shoot me a text. I don't want to just tap you in. I'm not just going to tap you in not knowing if you listen or not. So I'm not going to tap him in. I don't know if he calling to be on the show. But we got I like Carroll first 5 to compete with any first 5 in the area, but I just think Roman going to have the best 2 players on the floor, man. And I think Sammy and RJ is going to dominate that game. But I like Rouse. I like Yasser. I like Big Drew. I like Ian Beck. I like what they got going on. I like Nick over there. I like what they got going on, but it's not going to be enough against Roman. It is what it is. It is what it is. They're going to compete early on. Roman will get the W at the crib. It could be anywhere. Roman will get that W. So my first home win of the night is Roman of Friday night. I got Roman beating Carroll. It's going to be close. They're going to compete. But again, when you got 2 players like Sammy and RJ, Roman not going to lose too many games in PCL play. It is what it is. Like, I will be like, I got 3 road wins already with West Catholic, O'Hara, Egan. I'm not going Carroll with a road win, not against Roman. I got Roman winning. Ryan versus Goretti. I'm a huge fan of what Joe got going on up in the Northeast, man. He got a formidable team. He put a lot of guys together. He brought a few new guys in there. Malik Hughes, who had 40 points over the holiday break, 43 points. I believe actually was a career high for him. They going up against one of the most talented teams in the area. And I just don't see them. I mean, I don't see them getting out of Goretti with a W. I don't see Goretti losing a lot of games in the PCL as well. I got Goretti beating Ryan. Ryan going to go in there and compete. Goretti just has too much with Yates, Collins, Allison, Newsom, Cody Cosin. Yeah, they just got too much, man. I would be a fool to pick anything otherwise. If Ryan do win, it's going to be good for them. I doubt it. I doubted against Goretti. I just doubt it. I'm sure I'm not the only one that doubt that. I got Goretti winning. Goretti won't lose that many games, and it won't be open tonight at Goretti. It actually might get crazy if. Well, I don't know if it's going to get crazy because Joe coaches his guys up and they don't lay down. So I'm not going to say it's going to get crazy. It's not going to be one of these, but it might be like a half of one of these. Like if they do lay down, it's going to get dark. If they fight, it won't get dark. But Goretti will win that game. Archbishop Wood versus Father Judge is the game of the night, opening night. Archbishop Wood travels to Father Judge. I'm going to be honest here. When you in Father Judge and you watch those Father Judge games with that team Chris put together, it seemed like they do not miss a three-pointer in that gym. Like, straight up. Everything Rivera and Westfield and Max put up, and Tyler, it seemed like they don't miss in that gym. I'm going to be honest. It will be tough for Judge. It's Friday because Archbishop Wood is loaded with Jaden Jenkins, Brian Donahue, and Caleb Lundy, who I believe is leading the way. 2027 point guard, I believe he's leading the way. It will be tough for Judge. I do believe Archbishop Wood can go in there and win. I think this is a toss-up game. This is a game that's too close to call, to be honest. But if I had to, I'm not going to take the bell out. If I had to pick a winner in this game, I'm taking Archbishop Wood. I'm not going to lie. I'm taking Archbishop Wood in a close one. In a close one, though. In a very close one. I'm taking Archbishop Wood in a very close one. But like I said, my picks, I don't know. That means a lot of home teams going to be losing. I got West Catholic taking a road win. I got Cardinal O'Hara taking the road win. I got Egan taking the road win. And then I got Archbishop Wood taking the road win over Judge. I'm like, I don't know. But if I had to pick, I'm going Archbishop Wood in a close one. A very, very, very close one. Very close one. I'm going Archbishop Wood. Lansdale versus Bonner. That's going to be an exciting game, intriguing game. A very exciting game to watch with the guard play, Corey Francis, Chase Stevens, Cam Jackson, Braden Martin. That's going to be an exciting game to watch. A very fast-paced game. That's a good game if you out in Drexel Hill stopping Bonner Friday night. That is going to be an exciting game. I got Bonner winning that game. Definitely got Bonner winning that game. But that's going to be a very exciting game to watch with Chase Stevens and Corey Franchise. I can tell you that now. If you're looking for the most exciting game of the night, I got to be in Bonner versus Lansdale. I know it sounds crazy. But I got that being the most exciting game of the night. Yeah, but I got Bonner winning that game. Sunday, you got Devin Prep at Goretti. Goretti rolls big over Devin Prep. Father Judge at Lansdale Catholic. Lansdale Catholic will fight in a home opener, but Judge will beat Lansdale Catholic. And then you got Sunday night, you got Roman Catholic versus West Catholic. Shout out to the supporter who called in. That's my guy. But let's make no mistake about this. They not beating Roman Catholic. Like, I get it. They got coaching. They got players who could guard. It's tough to play in West Catholic. The gym like 10.5 feet tall. I get it. But they're not beating Roman Catholic. They just not. It's too much R Jizzle with the sizzle. Sammy Jackson. They're not losing to West Catholic. If they do lose a game in the PCL, which I do think every team will lose a game, it will not be the West Catholic. Let's just be clear here. Those are my guys at West Catholic, but I'm going to keep it a bean. Roman is going to beat them. It just is what it is, and it's going to be a double-digit win. But I'm not saying 30 or no crazy stuff like that, but it's going to be a double-digit win. Roman will win that game. They'll have the two best players on the floor, and I believe Kingston is right in there as the third best, or however you want to place that. But, again, Roman will have 2 of the 3 best players on the floor. They will beat West Catholic. So, I mean, if I'm looking at upsets, if you want to call Egan beating St. Joe's Prep an upset, I guess you can call that. But I don't really call it an upset. Maybe because Egan didn't beat St. Joe's Prep in how many years, but I don't even know if that's an upset. This is a new look St. Joe's Prep. They got a new roster. They got a new coach. Egan had Tate there for some time, and Tate guys been here for some time. So I don't even know if that's an upset if Egan win. Maybe because they're on the road, but I don't see too many upsets this weekend. West Catholic, I got West Catholic beating LaSalle. That's not an upset. O'Hara Devon Prep is really a toss-up game. I got O'Hara winning it if I had to pick a winner. I got Egan at St. Joe's Prep that could be considered an upset. Carroll losing to Roman is not an upset. Newman at the crib against Ryan, not an upset. Archbishop Wood beating Judge. I don't know if that's an upset. I mean, somebody got to lose, somebody got to win. I don't think just because sometimes it's just a coin flip game. I think the Judge Archbishop Wood game, if Judge lose that game, that's not an upset. Bonner, I got Bonner winning at home. I got Goretti beating Devon Prep. I got Judge beating Lansdale. Yeah, no upsets this week. There's no upsets in week 1. All the teams that's supposed to win will win. Y'all heard it here. We will tap back in Sunday night after these PCL games play and see how many people are saying they're trying to leave or all of this, all after one loss, which is the nonsense from the crazy-ass parents. How about this? The crazy-ass parents need to just chill. Let y'all players be coached. Let the discipline be handed down. Let them learn and let them fight through adversity. Stop trying to run everywhere every time something go wrong, because that is not how life works. If you program your kid to think that's how life works, they're going to have a rude awakening when real life hit them. So if the weekend don't go your way, we got a super chat. We got a super chat. Shout out to my guy, Steph. Yes, it's a lot of good pub games next week as well. Yes, it is. It's a lot of good pub games. Speaking of pub games, we got Friday, I think we got Imhotep plays West Philly. That's a good pub game. Before I get to the pub, though, let me finish this off. Shout out to you, Steph, for that super chat. We appreciate the channel support. We appreciate the channel support. But let me make no mistake about this, parents. Let your kids fight through adversity. Because guess what? That's how real life works. And be honest, 99% of these kids won't play in the NBA. And guess what? That's okay too. Because that's not really what it's about. The basketball, like people, it's the car. It's the car to get you where you're going. If you want to become that lawyer, you want to become that doctor, you want to become that architect, you want to become that nurse, basketball is going to pay the way. So all y'all parents who didn't play D1, who didn't play D2, who didn't play D3 and putting all this pressure on y'all kids to play at those levels, y'all need to stop. Because let's be clear, y'all look crazy. Y'all look crazy. And that's just is what it is. That's the facts behind it. I got to let the parents know, because the coach is not going to tell y'all. They're going to tell y'all, but they ain't going to keep telling y'all. I'm going to tell y'all be in the way. And that's from a lot of programs. And if you feel like this is attack on you, it is. It really is, because I'm telling y'all, coaches get tired of y'all parents every time something go wrong or they lose a game or your kid miss shots. Even if y'all look at them percentages, see, parents look at the book and all of that. No, look at percentages. When you saying, why my kid ain't playing, and then coach say, look, well, these last 5 games, he's shooting 24% from the field. Yeah, he's not going to be playing. He actually going to be assisting. He's going to be sitting right here next to me. So just let kids fight through adversity. It's going to all work itself out, because the main goal is the main goal, and that's to go to college for free or to pay as little as possible. Even if it ain't 100% free and they got grants or scholarships to pay for some, that's what it's about. It's not about going to the NBA, because I tell parents and I tell kids all the time, right? The goal is to go to college for free or as least as possible, where your parents got to pay. The dream is the NBA. You could dream big. I'm not saying don't dream big. Definitely dream big. I got big dreams. I'm 37. I still got big dreams. It ain't to play in the NBA, but I got big dreams. But I also got realistic short-term and long-term goals. So if you tell your kid, our goals is to do this, first of all, how about this? Stop telling your kids what they need to do on the college level, what they need to do on the pro level. No, let's say, we got another super chat. Shout out to Sue, my guy Sue, who put a lot of work in over the years. He actually is the guy who got me my college look after playing 0 minutes at Imhotep Charter. Career of 93 total points. I wound up being a scholarship player on the college level, and it all started with Sue taking a chance on me, putting that word out there. So shout out to you, Sue. But yeah, don't skip the goals of you got to be a good high school player before college. So let's focus on the kids becoming good high school players, and then let the chips fall where they fall. That's what it's about. But enough of that. So Friday, hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can share this. Hold on. Boom. I'm trying to figure out how to add stuff to the stream. All right, so boom. Not that one, boom. All right, so Friday, y'all. Can y'all see the pub? So Friday, let me exit the Cavalier. Friday, we got Imhotep West Catholic. Imhotep 6-4 taking on a 10-1 West Philly team. Let's make no mistake about this. Shout out to West Philly for being 10-1. That is a huge feat, no matter who you play. Do I got the round of applause? Shout out to West Catholic for being West Philly. I'm sorry for being 10-1, but let's make no mistake about this. Imhotep Charter rolls at the crib. West Philly will probably be 10-2 after Friday, which is still as good. Imhotep went over 100 games straight at the crib, and it's not going to stop. It won't stop Friday night. Yeah, I mean, I don't see too much pub. Oh, you know what? You know what, y'all? Let me show y'all this. This is the biggest event of the weekend. How about this? How I stop sharing this before I go back to the pub. I'm going to stop sharing this. This is the biggest event in Philly this weekend, y'all. Monster matchups. Boom. Saturday. This right here is the biggest event of the weekend. The Hoop Dreams Classic. This is actually at West Philly High School. Damn. Let me take this back. West Philly might keep up with Imhotep Charter Friday. No, all jokes aside, Saturday, the Hoop Dreams event is a monster event. It is national talent pulling up Saturday, y'all. It's only $5 for students. It's $10 for adults. This is definitely the place to be Saturday at West Philadelphia High School. It kicks off at 11 a.m. Imhotep girls versus Jackson Reed. Jackson Reed is a very competitive girls program, but Imhotep Charter as well. Won several public league championships. In my opinion, this year is the public league favorites. That's a monster girls matchup to kick off the Saturday. Game 2, you got Crystal Ray Boys, who is one of the best teams in the Philadelphia area. They take on a tough Timber Creek team out of Jersey. And let me say this. After losing to Haverford, Crystal Ray won 3 straight games, 2 big-time wins at the Governor Challenge. They beat Gilman Prep by 22 points, and they beat Wings Academy by 6. Then they got a road win, I believe, last night, a tough road win at Paul VI in New Jersey, 55-49. So Crystal Ray is on a 3-game winning streak after losing to Haverford. And they also have one of the most exciting teams in the area. And I'm a huge fan of 2028 Javon Bird and 2028 Caleb Jackson. And also Tyler Tolbert is good as well. They got 3 guards who are going to guard the ball. They play very fast plays. They shoot a lot of threes. Man, they are fun to watch. And you definitely want to watch that 2028 backcourt because they will be one of, if not the top backcourts next year. I keep saying it. So just tap in with Crystal Ray this weekend. It's for students. It's only $5. It's at West Philly. It's a 2-day event. This is a monster matchup. Crystal Ray, this is another Philly versus Jersey event. I got Crystal Ray smacking Timber Creek. But if you want to go out there and, see some alley-oops and long threes and steals and forced turnovers and dunks, go check out Crystal Ray in game 2 because shout out to Timber Creek. They are a formidable team. I just think Crystal Ray is just going to be too tough for them. It is what it is. Another game, 2 p.m., Mount Zion Prep out of the DMV. If you haven't seen those girls play, they are very well coached. They got a lot of talent over there, but they're taking on one of the country's top teams in Friends Central, led by Ryan Carter and Zaya Small. And let me tell you, I'm sure y'all seen him a lot on my page. First of all, let me get a happy birthday shout out to Ryan Carter. Shout out to you, Ryan. Shout out to Ryan Carter, one of the best players in the country. It's her birthday. Go shoot her a comment on our page, Rod Carter 21. Happy birthday. Shout out to you, Ryan. Continue to be great. Continue to push the envelope. But Friends Central takes on Mount Zion. If you want to see, again, pressure, fast pace, they play the right way. They shoot a lot of threes. They get downhill. It's razzle-dazzle there. You want to check out Friends Central girls versus Mount Zion Prep. It's not no bad blood there, but I'm going to just say, Coach ain't like how Coach kept calling them out wanting to play them. That's all I'm going to say there. That's all I'm going to say. So it's something there. Then game 4, you got Alton Reed versus Elizabeth. That's also fun to watch. Kev Slaughter have 2 of the best players in the public league as well. Heaven Reese is one of the best players. Compass State commit. You want to check them out. And then game 5, you got a boys matchup. Mount Zion Prep versus Paramus Catholic. I believe Paramus is coached by the legendary Tim Thomas, who played in the NBA for some years. But they take on Mount Zion Prep. I don't know if this is Zion Green's Mount Zion Prep team. I believe it is, though. I believe Mount Zion Prep is Zion Green team. I could be wrong though. Shout out to you, another super chat in the building. He said, first we need to stop promising kids Division I. Say it again for the people in the back. We need to stop. Yes, and definitely in today's era, man. Because to be honest, like playing Division I is like hitting the lottery, man. Like it just is what it is. It's now pay to play with these kids receiving NILs and things of that nature. Like it's almost like professional basketball. So like I said, I don't preach Division I. I know and the parents need to stop it as well. Like that should be the goal. But like, let's make no mistake about this. The real goal is I want my kids to go to school for free, or for me and my wife to pay as less as possible. That's is what it is. Whether you play basketball, football, lacrosse, the joint with the sword, whatever that sport is called, swimming. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Y'all getting caught up in this Division I thing. And my whole thing is, I'm just like, hold on, y'all. My whole thing is, I'm tired of parents saying Division I is the end all be all, and y'all never even played college basketball at all. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you ain't played college basketball at all, why are you putting that pressure on your son? Why are you putting that pressure on your 5'9" son to go Division I? Like, why? Stop. If it happened, it happened. If it don't, it don't. Like, and let me tell you, some of y'all parents is out of pocket because some of these coaches play very, very high level basketball, pro level, high level college basketball. And y'all thinking y'all be knowing more than them? Shout out to Big Star 2 Raw for the streets to pioneer this game. We got somebody calling on air. You on air with Rare?
OJ.
What's going on, good brother?
You know what I need to see?
Talk to me.
Catholic League versus Bug, Roman versus Champ. It's a game open. Set it up.
Roman got a game open?
Set it up.
Oh, man. Say no more.
Freedom Ozzy, set it up.
Say no more. Thanks for calling in. So y'all heard it live. Y'all heard it live. Somebody from Roman said set it up. They got a game open. Listen, around this part of town, when somebody call you out for a fade, you can't duck that joint. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. If you got somebody called in and said, they literally said this, and if y'all in the live, y'all can rewind this, y'all can say this. Roman said they got a game available, when and where, and they actually said, tell Tep. Y'all heard this live. I can't make this up. I do not have that number on my phone. I don't know who that was. They said, yo, Roman got a game. That's all I'm saying. So I know Tep got a game open. You know what I mean? I would love to see that. I'm sure literally 10,000 people will pay to see that. Literally. I'm just saying, business-wise, I'm just saying. It's a lot there. It's a backstory. Both programs, you know, that'll fund them, City of Palms and, you know, them Florida trips and Cali trips. I'm just saying, the people calling in, they saying Roman versus Tep. Do the people want to see that? Would y'all pay to see that? If y'all in the chat, just put a number 1 in the chat. Would y'all pay to see Roman versus Tep? It's a backstory there. I'm just saying. I didn't bring that up. That's not on my notes. The callers call in. They speak their piece. They saying set it up. I would definitely set up via the power. I think, like I said, I believe the Palestra could look like the PCL championship look if they play that. You would put a little game in front of that to warm it up. But like that joint right there, Good Morning America. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to Big Star. He said some of these kids' last organized memories of hoops will be in high school. Enjoy the memories. Also, many don't focus on the most important part, qualifying. How about that? Qualifying for the NCAA, the clearinghouse. Some of these parents don't even know what the clearinghouse is. And you got a good point, Big Star. You're right. Because a lot of kids that get a scholarship, which I've seen in the past, get offered and they can't take it. They can't accept the scholarship because either the GPA too low, they didn't take the SAT, they didn't go through the clearinghouse. That's another big important step. And you know what? I'm going to, down the line in the near future, start encouraging people to take the SAT and show them, you know, links of going, you know, the clearinghouse process and everything, because I think they're misinformed. And I believe it's people like me and you, Star, who need to put that in front of the parents' face, because a lot of parents are ignorant to the situation. They just think when you get offered the scholarship, it's just that. It's not. And I agree with that. Shout out to you, Star, for that comment. They say, Big Star said, my wife is a school counselor. So many kids can't accept scholarship. Yes. And that's the sad part. I'm saying, Sue, I'm saying it's good business. And look, you won't hear. So when you talk to the people who had power, they said, oh, we got a super chat. It's a different color. Just because it's drawing a different color. Shout out to Stefan, man. You shout out to you supporting the channel, man. I guess when you put 99, the color change. Shout out to you, Steph. We appreciate you. And Steph, you another guy behind the scenes, man. You know, you got AAU programs. A lot of people don't know you, but we're going to bring you on the show soon, you know, so you can tell the people what you do as well. And you also get kids in the school at a high rate, all types of levels, NAIA, Division I, D2, 3. So you are one of the guys that the people need to know. So we're going to bring you on the show definitely to, tell what you do and know how they can reach you. Steph said top D2, top NAIA ball is elite, and kids need to go watch teams like Nova Southeastern, that's the NCAA D2, and Langston NAIA, and see how hard it is. They're like D1 programs. I agree. People who are informed about NAIA, let's make no mistake about this. And Steph, you could attest to this. NAIA around the country is more competitive than Division II basketball. See, we're in a Division II area where we got the PSAC and, schools of that nature. Don't get me wrong. Shout out to those PSAC schools. But when you're talking about high-level basketball, you got these NAIA programs who getting transfers from Virginia Tech and Virginia and more, and all those type of schools. They're transferring to those NAIA. So these NAIA rosters, when you look at the roster, you're going to see 7-1. 6'10", 6'10", 6'8", 6'5". Like you're gonna look, and that they're built like Division I programs, and all over the country, the Midwest and down Texas and all that. NAIA is big, and I believe our kids need to actually get more informed about NAIA as well, because they offer full scholarships. They offer, if it's a flight home, they offer flights. Texas Wesleyan University, yes, another NAIA, and I believe Warnermaker's over there as well. Brian Warnermaker's the head coach as well, Philly guy. Hello, tap in. They paying for travel. With the schools in Texas, they're going to cover your flights. They're going to cover your scholarship. It be times where they let you keep your Pell Grant. If you don't know what a Pell Grant up, look that up. It's a couple grand. They let you keep in your pocket sometimes. So definitely parents need to tap into NAIA as well. Like I said, again, if they paying, my kid is staying. That's the saying. If they paying, my kid is staying. Bottom line. But you right on point with that stuff. They do need to tap into high-level D2 and NAIA schools. I truly agree with that. But again, shout out to the Super Chat stuff, man. We truly appreciate that. The channel, that's going to help the channel grow and, help us pour back into what we do in this community, man. But again, Saturday, these are games. Let me show y'all Sunday. Sunday. Boom. We got Abington Friends girls. I believe they take on Cheltenham girls at 12:30. Game 2, you got West Philly girls taking on Atlantic City. Game 3, you got West Philly taking on Fairfax Christian. Game 4, you got AFS, who had an upset win over previously undefeated Haverford School. They take on New Hope. That should be a good game. And then Sunday night, y'all, monster matchup. Another DMV versus Philly matchup. Let me say this. Shout out to you, Chris. Shout out to Coach Clark. We need that W. We need that W bad, too. The DMV been punching on us. I mean, Roman went down to DMV, got a W, but we need that W. Newman actually got a W over Carroll as well. We need that W. This might be the tiebreaker, because I believe Carroll beat Roman. I think they beat Archbishop Wood, but I believe Roman beat Gonzaga. I could be wrong. And then Goretti beat Carroll. This could be the tiebreaker from the DMV from the season. We need this W. Clark, St. Joe's Prep takes on a tough Gonzaga team. They got some of the best young forwards in the country. And St. Joe's Prep got Julian McKee. Let's make no mistake about that. Julian McKee is a guy. He is way ahead of his time, one of the better 2028s in our area. That is the monster matchup for Sunday, 6:30. St. Joe's Prep will take on Gonzaga. And that is going to be at West Philly, January 4th, this Sunday. At West Philly, again, the door is only $10, $5 for students with a student ID. That is a matchup. You want to see that whole event. Hold on, y'all. I'm learning how to work this. Let me go to the chat. Shout out to Steph again. Damn, we appreciate you, Steph. Damn. Steph Alfred, 1991, says Sharif Knox played in the national championship with Langston Khalil Turner as Texas Wesley. So y'all see that here. It's possible. You got Sharif Knox, who played that Imhotep Charter, played in the national championship with Langston. I believe the NAIA national championships are on ESPN. They're national televised. If y'all didn't know, y'all know now. There are national televised games for their championships. So that's just something for parents to think about. Like, don't get caught up in the social media posts with kids getting offers, because again and again, y'all, we see kids post these. We got offers from Duke. We got offers from Georgetown. We got offers from West Virginia. And you see they senior year, they going to a D3 school. Nothing wrong with going Division III, but I'm just showing you how the smoke and mirrors be. Or even if they go low D1 or D2, you just see the smoke and mirrors. And let me tell the parents now, I don't know what happened back in the day or early on, but the posting fake offers don't get you more offers. I don't know who lied to y'all or what y'all seen. I talk to coaches all the time. I got a Division I coach who literally called me. He texted me, so I know he wasn't trying to be on air because the question he texted me had nothing to do with this episode. But what I'm saying is that don't get you more offers when you posting fake offers. Like, it don't. And actually, it's a false sense of reality. Now, I do believe that's a double-edged sword, because some coaches tell me, hey, well, I'm not going to say who they say, well, we know it ain't official, but it's a confidence booster. I disagree. I think it's a false sense of reality. That's just me. I know if my kid play, don't offer my kid nothing if I can't say, yeah, we coming to visit and we want to take that. I don't need no fake offer. That don't move me. I'm with all real offers where if a kid say, you know what, you my dream school, I want to go there. Not, you offered and you like, hey, can we visit it? We gotta wait for such and such to see. Nah, that ain't cool. I think it's a false sense of reality with the fake offers, and it don't help you get scholarships. But I appreciate y'all for tapping in on this New Year's Eve. I'm gonna let y'all go because a lot of people going out doing their thing. Me, I'm staying home with the family. I'm actually gonna watch some high school basketball on one of the links and just kick back. But again, Roman called in. I don't know if it was I don't know who that was. I'm just saying they said they got a game open and they specifically said, tell Tep, set it up. All I'm saying is Roman, Imhotep, y'all both do good business. Y'all know what's going on. I believe 8,000 to 10,000 people will pay to see that game. I would pay to see that game. And I believe thousands of more people will pay to see that game. It's the storyline there. It's a little bad blood there as well. Let's get it. The people want to see that. We got another super chat. Ace, shout out to Steph. He said NAIA tournament had 64 teams and it was 70% Division I transfers and the rest JUCO. That tell you how competitive that is. So if an NAIA come at y'all and interested and got scholarship money, look into that. Because again, he said the NAIA tournament had 64 teams and it was 70% Division I transfers and the rest are JUCO. And I tell everybody, JUCO is a rough stop. So if you got that D3 who offering you grant money, you might want to take that route. JUCO is a rough stop. It's very competitive. High-level players play JUCO, and NAIA have high-level players as well. We appreciate everybody for tapping in New Year's Eve. We're going to tap in Sunday night, y'all. And I can't say it enough how much I appreciate y'all just for tapping in and kicking with me and comment and call and support what we doing over here at Rare Footage, man. And I truly appreciate that, y'all, from the bottom of my heart. And I support every school. I buy hoodies. They give me hoodies, and I love rocking every school hoodie. That's why I could wear a PW hoodie with an Upper Dublin hat or a Ryan hat with a Judge hoodie, because I don't care who wins. I just want the kids to go out there, perform, and put them on that stage. I never care who wins the game. But in that Roman Tep game, I definitely care who wins. Thank y'all for tapping in. See y'all Sunday.